Now, bail and custody of juveniles. So, the Juvenile Justice Act lays down specific provisions regarding bail and custody of juveniles who are involved in the criminal proceedings. It aims to provide a child-centric approach in dealing with the children who are in conflict with law, focusing on the rehabilitation and social integration rather than any punitive measures. Now, bail provisions for juvenile. So, under JJ Act, a juvenile is defined as a person who is below the age of 18 years. So, one of the key aspects of this act is to emphasis on ensuring that the juvenile accused of committing an offence are treated with care and not subjected to any harshness of adult criminal system. Now, right to bail. So, a child in conflict with law has the right to bail. Please underline. Unless they are involved in heinous crimes, or if their release could pose a danger to the society or impede the investigation, then they will not be given bail. Now, according to section 12 of the Juvenile Justice Act, a juvenile shall be released on bail even if they are accused of committing a non-heinous offence subject to certain condition. Now, the Juvenile Justice Board must be satisfied that the release of the child on bail would not be detrimental to the child's welfare or any public safety, but should be granted unless the child is accused of a heinous crime or is found to be threat to the society. So, in case of heinous offences, for example, murder, rape, terrorism, committed by children between the age of 16 to 18 years, the Juvenile Justice Board has a discretion to decide whether the juvenile should be treated as an adult by conducting psychological assessment. In such case, the child may be granted bail if the board deems it appropriate. Now, bail condition. So, when a juvenile is granted bail, the Juvenile Justice Board may impose certain conditions to ensure child's reintegration and safety. So, this condition includes supervision by the probation officer, regular counseling and mental health evaluation. The child may also be asked to stay with their guardian or rehabilitation centers until the case is disposed of. Now, custody of juveniles. So, when a juvenile is not granted or when it is in the best interest to remain in the custody means in jail, okay. So, they are placed in juvenile homes or observational homes which are specialized institutions for children in conflict with law. Now, what are the placement in juvenile homes? So, the JJ Act mandates that the juvenile should not be placed in adult jail. Instead, they should be kept in juvenile homes, which are the institution that provides care, protection and rehabilitation to the juveniles. Juvenile homes are designed to help the children to overcome their troubled past by offering them education, counseling, vocational training and psychological support. Now, observation homes. So, when a juvenile is initially detained, they are placed in observation homes. So, these are temporary homes and the child's behavior, mental, physical health and family background are assessed. So, after the evaluation, the Juvenile Justice Board decides the next step, such as whether the child should be kept in juvenile homes or must be placed back with their guardian. Now, rehabilitation and reintegration. So, the primary focus of placing a child in custody is not punishment but rehabilitation. The juvenile homes provides an environment where the child can engage in activities such as education, skill development, counseling, therapy. The goal is to prepare the child for the positive reintegration into the society. Reintegration means mixing back into the society. Now, what are the rights of the juvenile in custody? Right to education. So, they are provided with the educational opportunities and vocational trainings to ensure a productive future. Right to health. They have an access to medical care which is mandatory to address with the physical and psychological health issues. Then right to protection. So, the juvenile is protected from any form of abuse or exploitation. Now, what are the key considerations and challenges? We have already studied this: overcrowding in juvenile homes, implementation of bail provisions, psychological evaluations.